Mike Callahan here. I had a quick question or conversation I had with just a gentleman last few days. Gentleman wanted to know, should his overall expense for the business include his paycheck or draws? My answer is absolutely yes. One of the biggest mistakes we find in our industry is business owners not paying themselves a market relevant wage. So what I mean by this is if you're on the truck still and you should be paying a crew leader $18 an hour and you're not paying yourself, the business is basically doing you a disservice. You need to be paying yourself whatever you would be paying someone else to do your job. This is going to be able to give you the ability to go out and scale each type of crew. And once you pull yourself off that crew, we need to start paying yourself what the market wage would be for that manager or office person. So advice of the day is work it into the budget. If you're not doing it, pay yourself a fair market wage for the position you're in. Put that in the budget, recover that in your overhead recovery. Want to give credit where credit's due. I did have a very similar conversation with another industry consultant that I highly respect, Jason Cupp. We actually talked about this. I think we both shared the same exact sentiment about this, that too many business owners, including myself back in the day in high school, never paid ourselves a fair market wage. So learning lesson today is if you're running the business, no matter whether you're on the crew, managing the office, or the CEO, doing CEO management type things, pay yourself a market specific wage that would be relevant to replace yourself. So if you ever fall ill, couldn't run the business, you have that money built in there. If you ever go to the bank for a line of credit, you're showing them that this is the actual overall expense of the business, how it runs with or without you. And for the most important part is you need to be compensated as a business owner for what your worth is and what you're bringing it for. And on the flip side of that, you don't want to overpay because you're literally bleeding the company dry of resources it's going to need to go out and scale and dominate your market. So any comments or questions, drop them below. But I wanted to give Jason Cupp a shout out for the conversation we had a few days ago. This spurred off another conversation that I had with someone off a Facebook group. But between the conversation with Jason and this other individual, I thought this would be a great video to make. Make sure you're paying yourself a fair market wage and recovering that in your overhead recovery system. So any comments or questions, drop them below. But tip of the day going in to this upcoming season, make sure that budget you're building out for the upcoming season includes a fair market wage for yourself or any of the family members that may be owning or running the business as well.